Eczema is a chronic condition that affects millions of people in the UK, many of them children. For Eczema Awareness Week, I've come to the support group where people come to help each other and learn more about the condition and how to handle it. We're talking 7 years that you've had eczema?
Yes, yeah, it's 7 to 8 years, yeah. I've been using confidently a cream which I've found out at this support meeting that it is not the right cream to use because it's got a cleansing agent.
But just sort of, as I got older, it was getting worse. Depends what I put on it. Yeah, I just got to be careful of what I put on, really. And just keep. But I'm more in control of it now, so I didn't suffer. Not as bad as my little one.
Yeah, she's got it worse.
She suffers it worse than what I ever did.
I usually get eczema at winter, and it's usually just on my arms and my legs. If it ever flared up during summer, I'd wear cardigans out. And everyone else was wearing like short tops, and they'd be like, "Why are you wearing a cardigan?" It's like, "Oh, you know, goes with my outfit." But I wouldn't take it out and it'd be hot, it'd be sweaty, and then it'd make it worse.
The wonderful thing about visiting the support group is that you realise by just having a little knowledge of the basics, you can really make a difference.
Eczema is an amazingly challenging condition to live with. When the eczema gets out of control, getting it back under some kind of control can be very difficult. And that is a shame, because one of the things we do know about managing eczema is that if you can keep on top of it and not let it run away with you, you have so much better chance of making the condition just so much more tolerable.
Eczema can be a distressing condition that has a real impact on a patient's day-to-day life. But with a positive approach to the condition and some new treatments, improvements can be significant. Dr. Anthony Bewley is a consultant dermatologist and has been treating eczema patients for years.
Eczema seems to be either come from inside the body, what we call endogenous eczema, or it comes from outside of the body, so something comes into contact with the skin and you develop an allergic reaction to that. And it varies such a lot in severity, so some people can have it very mildly and some people can have it very extensively, so almost all of the body is covered with this nasty, bubbling, itchy, weepy, red rash. The first thing is to use plenty of really good moisturising creams, and when you're putting moisturising creams on, it's always important to do it frequently, so to do it 3 or 4 times a day if you can, quickly, so it doesn't need to take a lot of time, always going down the skin, always going with the direction of the hair, never against the direction of the hair. And then the next step in treating eczema is to use something which is an anti-inflammatory. Pharmaceutical companies are trying to generate non-steroid anti-inflammatories, so anti-inflammatories which don't carry the same risk as using steroids. We know that there are newer chemicals that can be used for atopic eczema. We know that the moisturising creams are getting more and more like the oil our own skin produces.
Creams and things, I'm sure you've tried.
The creams I've been using, I don't think they're working anymore, so just give her plain baths and I just keep trying to keep the moisture in.
Well, certainly one of the things that the doctors will say to us is that obviously they want a cream that's effective in managing the dry skin that can be associated with eczema, but obviously it's important as well that whatever cream or ointment or balm that they're using, that the patient is using, that they use constantly and that they use on an ongoing basis. So one of the things that's very important to us is that we've developed a product which is very pleasant to use. It's a very cosmetic product. It doesn't seem sticky or gluey or it doesn't smell bad. It's a very pleasant product to use, and I think that's important as well, and doctors and dermatologists who recommend our product do appreciate the fact that when they recommend a patient uses a La Roche-Posay product, Lipikar in this specific instance, to manage the dry skin associated with their eczema, that they know that the patient will continue to use the product.
What we would like people with eczema, and particularly parents of children, to appreciate is that they really are not alone out there.
To get all this advice that's not working.
You had some really bad advice over the years.
Like, yes, so come on, let's give it a go.
I think the most important thing for parents or children or adults who get atopic eczema is to don't put up with it, don't live with it, seek help.